This is Dr. Sudha from Government Science College, Autonomous, Bangalore. Today's topic is linear transformations. So let us go to the definition of linear transformation. Let U and V be finite dimensional vector spaces over the same field F. A mapping T from U to V is said to be a linear transformation if it satisfies the following two conditions, that is T of alpha plus beta is equal to T alpha plus T of beta for all alpha beta belonging to U, and T of K into alpha is equal to K into T of alpha for all alpha belonging to U and K belonging to F being a scalar. Or we can combine the above two conditions into a single condition and we can define the linear transformation as follows. Let U and V be finite dimensional vector spaces over the same field F. A mapping T from U to V is said to be a linear transformation if T of A into alpha plus B into beta equal to A into T of alpha plus B into T of beta for all alpha beta belonging to U and A and B belonging to F. So let us see some examples. So the examples are based on verification. Here we are going to do manually as well as using the Maxima software. So first let us see how to work it out manually. Verify whether T from V to R to V to R from a 2-dimension to 2-dimension defined by T of x comma y is equal to x plus y comma y is a linear transformation. Let alpha is equal to x1 y1 and beta is equal to x2 y2 be two elements of V to R, and alpha plus beta now becomes the ordered pair x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. Let us apply the transformation T on alpha plus beta. So when we apply, you are going to get x plus y plus y1 plus y2 comma y1 plus y2. You mark this as expression 1. T of alpha is equal to x1 plus y1 comma y1 and T of beta is equal to x2 plus y2 comma y2. Add these two to get T of alpha plus T of beta, that is given by x1 plus y1 plus x2 plus y2 comma y1 plus y2. Mark this as expression 2. Compare 1 and 2. So when you compare 1 and 2, both are one and the same. Therefore, T satisfies the first condition of the linear transformation. Now let us see the second condition. T of C into alpha is equal to Cx1 plus Cy1 comma C into y1. Mark this as expression 3. You take the other side of the condition 2, that is C into T of alpha. We get C into x1 plus y1 comma y1, that is C into x1 plus C into y1 comma C into y1, mark that as expression 4. From 3 and 4, we can see that both the right hand sides are one and the same. Therefore, T is a linear transformation. Now let us check whether this is true using Maxima program. So this is the Maxima program. So here you have the first line, that is kill all. This is a command used to delete the user variables, functions, arrays, etc. And this command resets all the internal variables to their default state. Next, we define what is the transformation given to us. T of x, since this is a function, we use colon and equals, and that is given by, you need to display within the square brackets x of 1 plus x of 2 comma x of 2. Here x of 1 will denote x and x of 2 will denote y. So x plus y comma y. Let us take two elements of B to R, A as A comma B and B as C comma D. And the first condition is T of A plus T of B, and that must be equal to T of A plus B. Let us call A1 as T of A plus T of B and A2 as T of A plus B. And the second condition, let us mark it as P1, which is T of K into A. And here in maxima, the product is taken using the asterisk mark, that is K star A. And P2 is colon K star T of A. So now, if these two conditions hold good, that is A1 is equal to A2 and P1 is equal to P2, then the given transformation becomes linear. So let us give the command, print command. Within the double quotes, the given mapping is a linear transformation. Else, if this condition doesn't hold good, then we give the print command within the double quotes once again. The given mapping is not a linear transformation. Now let us execute this using the Maxima software. So let us copy this code and take the Maxima window, paste it there, and let us execute this using the Shift Enter buttons, and we can see the output here, and the output is given by T of x, that is the transformation x1 plus x2 comma x2, and A1 and A2 are one and the same, and P1 and P2 are one and the same. Therefore, the given mapping is a linear transformation. But here we need to see that we have given one built-in command, that is factor. Maxima by default doesn't evaluate its expressions, it only simplifies. Therefore, this automated simplification is not sometimes sufficient. So one can consider built-in functions like factor, and we can remove the common factor and show that the two expressions are one and the same. So here we have P1, that is B plus A into K. Here K is removed to be as a common factor so that we can show that P1 is equal to P2. Therefore, the output says that the given mapping is a linear transformation. This is what we got it in the manual part also. Let us go back to the Word. Now let us see one more example. So verify whether T from B3R to B3R, that is from 3 dimension to 3 dimension, defined by T of x comma y comma z is equal to x square plus xy comma xy comma yz is a linear transformation. For this, let us take two elements, alpha and beta, in B3R, x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, which belongs to B3R. And let us add these two. Alpha plus beta gives us x plus x2, comma, y1 plus y2, comma, z1 plus z2. Let us apply the transformation T on alpha plus beta. By the definition of T, we get x1 plus x2 whole square plus x1 plus x2 into y1 plus y2, comma, x1 plus x2 into y1 plus y2, comma, y1 plus y2 into z1 plus z2. Mark this as expression 1. Next, let us apply T on alpha, and we get x1 square plus x1 y1, comma, x1 y1, y1 z1. Similarly, T of beta gives you x2 square plus x2 y2, comma, x2 y2, comma, y2 z2. Let us add these two to obtain T of alpha plus T of beta. and that is given by x1 square plus x1 y1 plus x2 square plus x2 y2, comma x1 y1 plus x2 y2, comma y1 z1 plus y2 z2. Mark this as expression 2. Now you compare the right hand sides of expression 1 and 2. In expression 1, in the first coordinate you have so many terms, whereas in the second coordinate, in the second expression, the first coordinate consists of only 4 elements. Therefore, these two expressions are not equal. Therefore, 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, T is not a linear transformation. So here we can observe that when we see the definition of the linear transformation T, here in the image part, you have a term containing x square. So whenever we have powers of the variable x or y are set, the given transformation is not linear. Now let us check this in Maxima code. So let us make use of the code here. Let us copy it. Go to the Maxima window. So this is the Maxima code for the second problem. Here you can see this is T of x, and we have taken two elements of V3R, that is x, x comma y comma z format, that is a comma b comma c, d comma e comma f. So let us name a1 as T of a plus T of b, and a2 as T of a plus b, p1 as T of k into a, and p2 as k into T of a. Here once again we have used the two built-in commands, that is radcan and factor, for simplification, because Maxima doesn't evaluate the expression, it only simplifies. So we use built-in commands like radcan, radsim, factor, etc. to simplify the expressions. Here radcan is used on T of a plus b, wherein it multiplies the terms and gives the required expression. So let us execute this and see what will be the output. So the output is that is a1 and a2. When you compare a1 and a2, you can see that in a2 we have more number of terms than a1. Therefore, a1 is not equal to a2. And in P1 and P2, you can see that P1 contains terms containing k square, whereas in P2, you don't have terms containing k square. Therefore, the given mapping is not a linear transformation. Now, let us go back to the word 5 and look into the next example. So here you have an example wherein the transformation is from r cube to r square. It is from 3 dimension to 2 dimension. Therefore, T of x comma y comma z is mapped on to an ordered pair, that is x plus 2y minus 3z comma 4x minus 5y plus 6z is a linear transformation or not. So let us choose two elements alpha and beta, add alpha and beta, apply T on alpha and beta. So this is the first expression. Next, you find out what is T of alpha and T of beta. Add these two to obtain T of alpha plus beta and name that as the second expression. When you compare the first and the second, we can see that they are one and the same. Therefore, T satisfies the first condition of the linear transformation. Next, let us consider T of C into alpha, and you get this ordered pair, and you mark this as expression 3. Next, you take C into T of alpha, that is C into the ordered pair of T of alpha already done here. So multiply C within and you compare 3 and 4, you get 3 is equal to 4. Therefore, 1 is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 4. Therefore, T satisfies both the conditions of the linear transformation. Therefore, T is a linear transformation. Now, let us check using the Maxima code once again. Let us take this code. copy it and go to the maxima window and paste it, and you can execute this. Here once again we are using radcan and factor, which are the built-in commands. To simplify further, execute using shift enter button. You get the output here, and the output says that both A1 is equal to A2 and P1 is equal to P2. Therefore, the given mapping is a linear transformation. Now let us go to the fourth example over here. And here this is a little different in the sense T is from 2 dimension to 3 dimension. T of x comma y is mapped onto a triplet x plus 3 comma 2y comma x plus y. We need to check whether this is a linear transformation. When you look into the definition of T here, in the image part you have x plus 3, that is the variable x plus a constant 3. Whenever you have elements of this form, that is plus some constant or minus some constant, we can directly say that this is not a linear transformation. Come, let us check it out. Alpha is equal to x1 y1 and beta is equal to x2 y2 are the two elements of V2R. And let us add alpha plus beta, apply T on alpha plus beta. So you're going to get x1 plus x2 plus 3, comma 2 into y1 plus y2, comma x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2. Name this as expression 1. T of alpha is given by x1 plus 3, comma 2 y1, comma x1 plus y1. T of beta is given by x2 plus 3, comma 2 y2, comma y2 plus x2 plus y2. Add these two to get T of alpha plus T of beta. So we get x1 plus x2, 3 plus 3 will give you 6, comma 2 times y1 plus 2 times y2, comma x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2. Mark this as expression 2. Compare 1 and 2. When you compare 1 and 2, the second coordinate and the third coordinate will match, whereas the first coordinate you have x1 plus x2 plus 3, and here you have x1 plus x2 plus 6. So here you have plus 3 and here you have plus 6. Therefore, the first coordinate differs. Therefore, T is not a linear transformation because it doesn't satisfy the first condition of the linear transformation. Now let us check using the Maxima program whether this is a linear transformation or not. Let us copy down the code over here. Go to the Maxima window, copy it. So when we copy, this is what you're going to get. This is kilol. As I said in the beginning, it deletes all the user variables, functions, arrays, etc. and resets all the internal variables to their default state. And here we have taken the transformation T, wherein we have put x1 plus 3, 2 times x2, comma x1 plus x2. And we have taken two ordered pairs, A and B, denoted by A and B. So A1 is taken as T of A plus T of B, and A2 is T of A plus B. P1 is T of K into A. P2 is K into T of A. Suppose if you remove this radcan, and here the factor commands, both in P1 and P2, if you remove the factor commands. And now let us execute and see using shift enter. So you're going to get the output, and it says that the mapping is not a linear transformation. Actually, it is not a linear transformation. Whereas when you look into this A2 here, it is not multiplied by 2 over here. And here in P1, K is not removed as a common factor. Therefore, if you use the command radcan here in A2, And in P1, let us use factor, and in P2 also you use factor command. And now you execute it using shift enter. So you get the correct output over here. See here, the 2 is multiplied within, and here k is removed as a common factor. And once again, when you compare A1 and A2 and P1 and P2, they are not equal. Therefore, the mapping is not a linear transformation. Hope everybody followed the commands over here. Here we have used two built-in commands, that is radcan and factor, and kill all is the usual command to erase or delete all the previous commands defined. And here we have used the print command, and in print command we have to use the double quotes to type the output required. And we have come to the end of this lab session on linear transformations. Thank you, one and all.